Well, David, you must be scratching your head how you've not got anything out of today.
Yes, to a degree. It was a competitive game. We knew it would be a more competitive game. We knew that they'd just come off 120 minutes when we played them a month ago and we hadn't had a game. And they haven't this time. They've had actually less games because they had their Boxing Day game called off. So, and it's the middle of a tough schedule at the minute and they had more legs. So we knew it would be much harder. I thought we did enough to have real big moments of the game, and we took some and we didn't take some more. We've had 2 big moments go against us. That lad should be sent off for a foul on McKeel. He's give it them, and then he gives a penalty when he can't see. Because we've seen it back. So I'm going to have a chat with him in a minute. And we've had him twice this season, and he's given a sending off and a penalty. So I've been speaking to Mike Jones about him as well. So, irrespective of that, we didn't play enough football second half. We didn't. That's the bit that I'm really disappointed in. Because when we did in the first half, we looked like we were going to create and score goals. We didn't do that at all second half, and that's really disappointing. So take anything else out of it, we needed to play more football, and we didn't. So lick your wounds, and we go again.
And it's all about taking your chances at the right moments as well. Because if Greeny's shot goes in, it's 3-1.
Yeah,
then I think it's game over.
Yeah, we've had Evs hit the post first half.
Yeah.
Greeny's chance goes in. Jason had a header from in the 6-yard box that he should score. So we've had enough big chances. We've had the big chances, and then we've conceded from 2 crosses and a penalty where the referee can't see it. So it's disappointing. It's disappointing. We've got to do better in our big moments, but we should have had more big moments. That's the disappointing thing. We gave up possession far too easy. It was a great pitch, one of the best pitches, certainly considering the storm yesterday. The groundsman deserves a huge amount of credit, but we didn't use it enough, and that's the real disappointing thing for me.
Greeny gets his goal, great header and a set piece, and I guess that's a positive. We've scored a couple of decent goals today.
Yeah. The second goal's an absolute cracker. The first goal is an unbelievable header, one of the best headers I've ever seen. But it means nothing really. If you don't repeat, obviously the free kick, fine. Try and repeat that often. But when we played football and we did more of it in the first half, we looked threatening. We didn't do that all second half, and that's the disappointing thing. We can score 5 goals if you don't win the game. So take nothing away from Accrington, they were game. They come and tried to get after us, and they did. And we didn't use their pressure to get behind them well enough. When we did in the first half, we got behind them. We got behind their midfield and their forward line, and we were attacking their back line. And when we did that, we looked dangerous. But we didn't do that all second half because we didn't pass the ball to each other well enough.
We sat here a week and a half ago against Swindon though, and we've lost that game and we've lost today, but at least the performance was a lot better today. Yeah.
The Swindon, like I say, we had half the team that was sort of on the sick beds kind of thing, and that was different circumstances. Yes, we competed today, we were game. We didn't use our brains well enough, and if I can get 11 lions or cheetahs or monkeys to run around on a football pitch, if you don't use your brain, it's no good. So we've got to be much smarter in how we play football, because when we did, like I say, you watch our second goal today, it's a terrific goal.
Is that something you'd worked on? That?
Yeah, because we work on that kind of stuff all the time. It's difficult at the minute, because we're limited to how much we can do in terms of the schedule, in terms of because of the weather. But we work on that all the time. That's why we can do that. It's not flukes. But we should do that more. And if we did that more today, we'd have scored more goals and probably won the game.
And just a word for the fans, David. I mean, they've got soaked in that open terrace behind the goal in that first half. Unbelievable support. And we wanted to send them home with another 3 points because they deserve it. We've got to, in this second half of the season, become more consistent. Because don't get me wrong, if we win 2 and lose 2 between now and the end of the season, we'll probably be still somewhere there or thereabouts. But if we want any sort of greater aspirations, we've got to become a bit more consistent. And it's days like today that are like really hugely frustrating for everyone.
you know. And we've got to find the solutions. One of the lads has just said, hey, in game, we've got to find the solutions. You know, they got their tails up. You know, they get a helping hand. But we've got to be a bit smarter and use our brains, but we didn't all second half, really. And that, like I said, that's the disappointing thing.
Okay, cheers, David. Thank you.